Welcome to another Math Ninja Pro video.
In this video, we are going to learn how to factorize algebraic expressions by grouping. So let's look at some examples. In the first example, we need to factorize ax plus bx plus ay plus by. If we look at all four terms, we will see that there are no common factors across all four terms. However, we do notice that in the first group of terms ax plus bx, there is a common factor x. Similarly, in ay plus by, there is a common factor y. So let's use the method of grouping to factorize this expression. So we have ax plus bx and we have ay plus by. Let's put them into two separate groups. In the first group, we see that the common factor is x. In the second group, we also see a common factor, and that is y. So let's extract the common factor within each group. So we can extract the common factor x from the first group, and we will be left with a plus b in the bracket. And we can extract the common factor y in the second group, and we will be left with a plus b in the bracket. Now, look very carefully at this expression and let's compare it with something like that. If we have xp plus yp, can you see that p is the common factor, and we can therefore extract p to get x plus y. Now compare this with what we have. Do you notice that p can actually be replaced by a plus b, right? So if we replace p by a plus b, then we can also factorize by extracting the p, which is a plus b, and what we would have left in the bracket is x plus y. Okay, take a second to compare this with what we have on the right. Do you see that actually we are just applying the concept of extracting common factors? So in this method of grouping, what we have done is we have actually extracted the common factor from each of the groups. That's the first time we extract common factors, and after that we can extract common factors again. So in this method of grouping, we are basically extracting the common factors twice. Let's try another example. In this second example, again we have two groups, x squared plus xy. Can you identify what is the common factor in the first group? It is none other than x. How about the common factor in the second group? Can you see that it is 5? So now let's try to extract the common factor within each group. So in the first group, we extract the common factor x, and we will be left with x plus y in the bracket. In the second group, we extract the common factor 5, and we will be left with x plus y in the bracket. Now let's see. What's left in the bracket? Are they exactly the same? Yes, both are x plus y. So that is the new common factor. We can extract this common factor x plus y again, and we would be left with x plus 5 in the bracket. So you can see in the final answer what we have is a product of terms, right? Which is what we must always have when we factorize. Let's move on to the next example. In this next example, 6x y minus 15y, can we see what is the common factor in each of the groups? In the first group, we can see that the common factor between 6 and 15 is 3, and between the variables x, y and y is y. So therefore, the common factor would be 3y, and we would be left with 2x minus 5 in the bracket. Let's look at the second group. We have 4x minus 10. What is the common factor between 4 and 10? It has to be 2. And what do we have left in the bracket? 2x minus 5. Now let's see what we have in the bracket. Is it exactly the same, 2x minus 5? Yes. So that means 2x minus 5 is the new common factor. Let's extract that, and what we would be having left in the bracket is 3y plus 2. Alright, let's go on to the last example. In this last example, we have y cubed minus y squared minus 1 plus y. Let's look at the first group, y cubed minus y squared. What's our common factor? Y squared. So we have y minus 1 left in the bracket. In the second group, we have negative 1 plus y. There is certainly no common factor here, but we do recognize that if we switch the position of y and negative 1, we would have something that is exactly the same as the y minus 1, right, left in the first group after we extracted the common factor y squared. So can we see that now our common factor is y minus 1? So if I extract y minus 1, what would be left would be y squared plus 1. Where did the 1 come from? Because in front of this bracket, y minus 1 is actually the number 1, right? It's 1 time of y minus 1.
So remember to like, subscribe, and keep coming back for more Ninja level math videos.